That's the second F-bomb. Rios. Rios. Thank you. All right, here we go. Here we go.
You just didn't listen.
Here we go.
Maria, can you please
A little while.
Maria.
Example 1. Go and write example 1 down. Here we go. The amount of homicides in Pomona rose from 52 last year to 64 this year. What was the percent increase? The amount of homicides in Pomona, right? Gonzalez, here we go. Example 1.
Is that true?
Rose from 52 last year to 64 this year. What was the percent increase? Yeah. I know, it shouldn't be rising, but go and write down first. Write down. All right. So this problem involves an increase or a decrease. Like it's asking what the percent increase in homicides are. So the formula's sort of the same, but kind of different. I want you to write this formula down. This is the percent increase decrease formula. Write this down. Nice and big on your notes. So it's very similar to part to whole. It's the same concept with a slight twist.
It's going to be upside down.
Well, write this down, and I'll talk about it. Just write it. I'll give you like 2 minutes to write this down. On the upper left is the amount of change from the original amount to the new amount. The lower left is still the same, the original amount, the whole. The upper right above 100 is obviously the percent because that's what by definition that's what percent means. And then 100's on the lower right as normal. Write that down. Like if I'm like texting and I'm on the road and driving and I run somebody over, I didn't mean to kill him, but that's still a serious crime called manslaughter. So it's when you're careless or negligent and you're being stupid and you accidentally kill somebody, that's called manslaughter. No. Here we go. Ready? That's third one, Rios. The amount of homicides in Pomona rose from 52 to 64. So the original amount of homicides was what? What's the original amount?
52.
Right, that's the original amount. So I already know that's going to go on the lower left. Going to put 52. I know on the bottom right is 100.
Oh, 64 goes over 100.
Careful, careful. Look at.
Okay.
Well, let's see. The amount of change means the amount of change from the old amount of homicides, Gonzalez, to the new amount of homicides. So what's the amount of change from here to here? Well, remember when we did slope? We know how to find the change between two numbers. How do we find the change between any two numbers? Well, how do you do it? How do you find change between two numbers?
Delta.
How do you find delta? You multiply them, you add them, what do? Subtract them, huh? When you want to find the change, you subtract numbers. So look at, the change in homicides is 64 minus 52, which is going to be 12. So look at, the amount of change goes over the original amount. It changed 12 homicides. From last year to this year's, the change in homicides is 12.
And then 64.
I got the floor, Gonzalez. You have that phone now. Come on, man.
Oh, and then X goes over 100.
Right, because look at, what was a percent increase? Look at, that's the question. There's your X.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Because remember, percent means by definition out of 100. Let's go do it now. Let's see what the percent increase was in homicides. 52 times X is 52X. We're rocking and rolling. 12 times 100 is 1,200. Or 12,000 rather. No. 1,200. My bad.
Are you sure?
1,200. Let's get X by itself. Let's divide by 52. Gonzalez, can you get that for me? 1,200 divided by 52. Samuel? Get 1,200 divided by 52. 76? Sounds good to me.
So we could just like 23.8.
We could. If we round to the nearest tenth, it'd be 23.8. If we round to the nearest whole number, it'd be 24%. Right now, I round to the nearest tenth, the hundredth of a percent.
That should be okay, right?
Yeah, but if I specify, you got to know how to do it. So what is that? Let's answer the question. Let's see. What was the percent increase? Well, I'm going to round the nearest whole number, so 24%. So this would be a 24% increase. Go right, 24% increase. You with me, Ruth? 24% increase.
That was pretty easy.
It was. So it's still the part-to-whole concept. It's just the amount of change goes in the upper left, not the part, but how much did it change from the original amount to the new amount. Let's try a different example that's not so depressing. That's because this is homicides. Let's do something. There you go. Let's go to the mall.
I'm gonna pump some gas.
Actually, yeah, let's pump some gas.
Oh yeah, it's against the mall.
There you go. This will be number 2 on our,
Yeah. On our
Example 3.
yes,
example 2.
example 2. Go to write this down. A gallon of gas dropped in price from $4 per gallon to $3.60 per gallon. What was the percent decrease in price? So here's a real life situation. Come on, Rio, stay with me. This is example 2. Copy that down. What would be the original amount here? $4, huh? It went from 4, the original, to a new price of 360. So the original amount is on the lower left. So 360 on the lower left. 100's on the lower right without even thinking about it. That's a no-brainer. That's always going to be 100 because we're dealing with percent. Talk to me. Oh, that's 4, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're tripping me out.
What's in my coffee I'm drinking?
Oh,
Jeez. 4 is right here. $4. All right.
look up.
40 cents, exactly. So we subtracted the bigger from the smaller, or the other way around, smaller from the bigger. 4 minus 360 is 40-cent difference, huh? So put 0.40. We're dealing with money, so keep the decimals. We're dealing with cash.
And then X.
And X, look at that's what is the percent decrease now? How much did it go down in price in percentage? This is going to tell us. Let's do it. Here we go. Any questions so far before we start solving for X? Pretty straightforward, I think. It's a very valuable life skill that I'm teaching you here. Hit it. Well, does it have to be on the bottom right?
Ours will be in bottom left.
It has to be at the bottom. And look at the reason why is because what does percent mean, Medina? I'm gonna keep coming to her. Out of percent literally means out of 100. So between these two fractions, one of them is gonna have to be out of 100. That was what I tried to teach 2 days ago. That percent. Let me write it nice and big. This means something out of 100. Something out of 100. That's all it means. Nothing more, nothing less. I want to take the mystery out of percent. That's my point here. That's what I'm trying to get through to your mind. Okay. Here's my answer now. Track me. 100 will always be on the bottom, no matter what problem you're dealing with. If it has percent, it'll be at the bottom. That makes sense?
Solve for percent.
Or if any problem you're dealing with deals with some percent, you're going to have to use something out of 100 somewhere in the problem, because percent means out of 100. Now, hold that thought. Look at what the next example is going to even become more clear. But let's go and solve for X now. Hit it. What's 4 times X? What's this?
So it's 4.00x.
Nice. $4 X. So 4x equals 0.4 times 100 is going to be 40, huh?
Oh, yeah. 40.
You guys with me? 40. 0.40 times 100 is 40.
And then you
Divide these puppies.
go 4 plus
X,
goes
10. So 10 what? 10 chickens, horses, or termites?
10.
Nice. 10% what?
Increase.
The gas dropped 10% in price. It's a 10% decrease. So we're going to write 10% decrease. Nice. What do you think, Rocha? We're good? Samuel Gonzalez?
Example 3.
Rios? Ortiz? Last example. You guys doing excellent.
No, it's horrible.
Want to go to the mall? Let's go to the mall. I have a mall question.
Big one.
I got one, watch. I know it's here. Here we are. Last example for the day.
The apple square.
That's not the mall? Come on. Hurt my feelings. Example 3. You can still buy an iPod, not at the Apple Store. Let's go to. There you go. Right. All right. Let's go to Sprint at the mall. Montclair Plaza or Ontario Mills. Hit it. Example 3. Write this down. Does anybody buy iPods anymore?
My friend.
They worded different. Here, check it out, Ortiz. Here I actually gave you the percent. But notice, there's still 100 because I'm going to put the 10 over the 100 now. Because that's 10%. You see how the 100's always involved if we're dealing with a percent situation. Go and write this down. Say again? You get what I said, huh? I'm glad. That's awesome. So here the iPod increased in price. So watch this now. Let's do it. So here's the increase decrease formula. So the amount of change, do we know the amount of changes? We do not.
No, that's for X code.
You're awesome. What's the original amount?
65.
Right, the old price. That's got to be the OG amount, 65. 10%, that literally means 10% means 10 out of 100. Look at that. Literally. Let's do it. You with me, Rocha? 65 times 10 is 650. 100 times x is 100x. We're rocking and rolling. We're going to divide both sides by 100 now, right? What does that mean in money? What does 6.5 mean in money? $6.50. Look at, and what did x represent here in our formula? So did the price go up or price go down? It increased. It increased $6.50. So what's the new price then? Because look at, that's actually the question. Look at the question. What is the new price? Well, the old price is 65 bucks. I'm talking. Thank you. The old price is 65 bucks. The amount of change in the increase is $6.50. So the new price is going to be 65 plus 650 is $71.50 for the iPod. That's the new price. You guys ready? You're going to try one on your own. You're going to show me how awesome of a teacher I am by getting this one perfectly right. After this one, you're first. Actually, Rios is first than you. Let's see who wants to be a gentleman and let you go. Here we go. But you're going to do this one on your own, though.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. You may. If you do this problem, though, not going if you can't do this problem. This is example 4.
Can I write it on the back of my paper?
Make me proud.